everyone, welcome to Unit 2 Measures of Central Tendency. Today I'll be discussing on how to locate mode graphically from histogram. Let's discuss about histogram and frequency polygon. Histogram is a set of vertical bars whose areas are proportional to the frequency of that particular class. On x-axis, we are just putting the class interval, and on y-axis, we are giving or we are depicting the frequency of each class interval. So in my right side diagram, I have added one picture of the histogram where you can see 80 to 95 the frequency is 1, 95 to 105 the frequency is 3, 105 to 115 the frequency is 4. Similar way I have drawn the entire histogram. So why do we need a histogram? Histogram gives an idea about how the data distribution is, whether the data is skewed or whether the data is normally distributed. Now, frequency polygon is calculated when we are joining all the midpoints of each rectangle on the upper side. As you can see by the blue line, I've joined all the midpoint of all the histogram, I mean all the rectangle, and then joining to the x-axis. Frequency polygon is a smooth curve is superimposed on the histogram. It gives actually a clear idea about the data distribution. If we see a normal curve, which you might be aware of, normal curve is always bell-shaped smooth curve, which is nothing but a frequency polygon. Now, histogram also help us to locate mode. In my previous video, I have discussed how to calculate mode for different types of data. If it is ungrouped series, if it is grouped frequency distribution, or whether it is individual observations, mode can be calculated. Now for this particular question, I have just drawn the histogram, and then from the histogram we have located the mode. Let's see what are the steps followed here. To draw the histogram, let's first see 0 to 10. This is a question given again on the marks of students. So the class interval is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, like that. So if you see 0 to 10, the frequency is 5. So on my y-axis, I have given the frequency or the number of student. On the x-axis, the interval or the marks range. So 0 to 10, there are 5 students, 10 to 20, there are 10 students, 20 to 30, there are 20 students. Just one thing to remember, when you will be drawing the histogram manually, what you can do is for both the point like 0 and 10, put on the y-axis or mark it 5 and then you join. For again 10 to 20, mark a point 10 on the y-axis and then join by scaled. Similar way for 20 to 30, mark a point 20 on the y-axis. So for both the point 20 and 30, you have to mark and then add. Otherwise, what you can observe that your histogram will be shifting towards right side, which is a very common mistake among the students. Once again, I am repeating, for each class interval like 0 to 10, you mark the point frequency like 5. For 10 to 20, mark again 10. Then add all the lines. So this is the way we draw the histogram. Now how to identify the mode? For calculating mode, I have given the steps in this left side. First, we need to draw the histogram, which I have already done. Connect by drawing the line inside the highest rectangle. So which is my highest rectangle? This 30 to 40, you see the frequency is 25. So this is the highest rectangle. In the highest rectangle, from the left side topmost corner, you join the next one corner point, and similar way from the other side rectangle corner, you join the left side rectangle. So that's the way we just join both the point, and where these two diagonals are intersecting, from there draw a line on the x-axis. The value which is coming on the x-axis, this is the mode. So in this particular situation, 35 is the mode. As we already know, mode is always the value which is repeating maximum time and which is with highest frequency. So in this, highest frequency is denoted by this rectangle, the highest rectangle or the largest rectangle, and I join both the point and find the intersection of the diagonal and join a line on the x-axis. This is the way mode can be located from a histogram. Now, to just remind you, many times it's very difficult to calculate mode. There might be different types of situation. Sometimes there may not be mode at all. Like no number will be repeated, or it might be a case, there will be a bimodal case where like two numbers which are repeated maximum time. So we can find bimodal. There are a lot of adjustment. There is something called grouping and frequency table where we do it, where we calculate mode. So what is happening while calculating mode, you will see that there is no rigid formula. So mode answers can vary from one to another. To avoid that confusion, we can always identify the mode using the histogram. And after that, you can recheck your value by calculating by using the formula what I have discussed in my previous video, like mode is equals to L1 plus Fm minus F1 divided by Fm minus F1 plus Fm minus F2, entire thing multiplied by the common width. So that's all. Thank you.